Alright guys, war is finally back. We've got new attackers, we've got bans, and we have so many fights. So we're starting off going on path 5. We've got Guillotine 2099, we've got Diablo, and we've got a 5-star Kitty Pryde. Now, I am not super proficient with Kitty Pryde yet, and we are going to see a few errors this war. We did a lot of fights, some really good, and some stupid mistakes, some uh, annoying interactions, and just some frustration. But let's go ahead, and I have to speed up these fights. I am boosted. We've got so many boosts available um, because of all the items they've been giving us. So, again, we run 2 accounts. We're going to get lots of fights. We got boss circle action. We got minis. We've got the boss fight. Again, I don't think you're going to find any more fights anywhere. So this first fight here is Ebb and Flow Knockdown, but it's this annoying Hit Monkey. We're going in with Guillotine 2099, and we're just going to ramp up here. I'm not even going to bother throwing a special or a heavy attack and knocking him down. I'm just going to go have a nice long fight, let Guillotine's combo meter ramp up, get to 5%, drop the special 3, and bank the charges for the next fight. That was the plan. Worked out perfectly. So very happy with that first fight. Then we move up. We've got a Invisible Woman. Again, Ebb and Flow Knockdown Heavy Hitter. We're going in again with Guillotine with the charge here. I forgot about the invisible there for a second there. I just wanted a heavy attack just for extra precaution if I do get hit by her invisible, not to lose my combo. But you can see with the starting with 100 combo, doing a ton of more damage, and I don't even think I can get to a special 3. I'm just going to throw that special 2 and end this fight, or not even, I can't even throw the special 2. Too fast. Now, here was my first attempt at using brand new champion, who I don't really use in Alliance War, but I really wanted Kitty Pryde for a fight later on that I practiced a whole bunch, and I figured I should be able to do this fight against Nick Fury. The only thing here I have to be aware that I cannot, because he has Disorient on his special 1, I cannot use the phasing on his special 1. So here I'm just trying to time out, like bait his heavy attacks and try and be a little cognizant of his the charges where he's going to go unblockable. 10 blocked hits and he goes unblockable. So there's my invulnerability boost is gone there. And there again, I just keeping tabs on every 10 blocked hits. The next hit's going to be unblockable. So I'm just trying to be extra careful. There we push him to his get rid of the life model decoy. Again, knocking him down is going to give us the Fury. Here again, luckily that we dodged that first hit of the special was the 10th hit, which was really nice timing. And now we're able to throw that special to kill him. So really happy with how that fight went, considering I don't use Kitty Pryde yet. Now, Magneto was banned from this war for us. It was Magneto, Doom, and Torch. And I haven't had Magneto banned in a fight, but for my main account, I still have Kingpin with, I brought in Hood, and I brought in Apocalypse. So I've got a nice team here on the main account. This is Hazard Shift against Korg. I think I threw on like a regen boost because I know that Kingpin's not really a great Korg counter, but he's going to do just fine for these for this Path 9 Section 1. We have a Captain Marvel. Really not going to be too bad here at all. Kingpin's just going to completely shred these first couple Hazard Shift fights. But yeah, bans, I kept saying throughout all the off-season, I really hope Magneto is not banned, and he was, and I had to pivot, and we found ways around one of our, probably one of the most common fights that I have had over the last few seasons, we'll have to find a new champion to do that fight. So here, again, another hazard shift fight in on the right side in section 1. And we've got this massacre. Not worried about this one at all. Next, we've got the Power Snack backup recovery Kingpin. We're going to go in with Apocalypse so that we can freely parry the entire fight. And just have to be aware of try not to push him too like ideally I don't want to push him to 2 bars of power, but unfortunately I think at one spot we do. But this fight for the most part went exactly as planned. There, we're going to get off our special 2. Again, he's been nice enough to throw his special 1, which is perfect. That's what we want to see. Now, the backup recovery is going to push him to 2 bars. Or there, we're able to block and dex the end of his special 2, and now we just have to wait out his unstoppable. And again, I am boosted for these fights. I do have to speed them up. It's the only way I can get through 21 fights in, I guess it's going to be close to half an hour. But I can't finish the fights in like only 1 minute. It doesn't work that way. So I have to speed these up. Next, we have a Mixed Master Jabari Panther. And went in, again, it's Mixed Master Aggression Prowess, Power Focus 1. Went in with Apocalypse. It wasn't my smoothest fight, but again, Apocalypse on Mixed Master, I can get some of the evade charges early on. I just have to be cognizant of when Jabari goes into the Huntress mode. So when those charges get up to 10, then I can't evade her special 1 anymore, and you really don't want to let the prowess build up and then even take it on the block, because that's going to be quite a bit of damage. So I can see the Huntress is up, so I just have to be careful that I either bait heavies I would have to block the special at that point. But now it's gone again. I did have an invulnerability boost on, and that just got taken away there. But again, I've got willpower on the main account, so she does put that debuff on you, and so I'm just getting some free healing. So even though I didn't play this one perfectly clean, I still finished with a pretty nice amount of health. Not too worried about this one. Went better than I think I tried it during the off season, and I didn't do such a great job. But so I was really happy with how this one turned out. And Jabari is down. Next up, we're going to continue on Path 5. So we have Hulkbuster on Crumbling Armor, Footloose, Kinetic Transference. Now, it's critical hits that are going to put the annoying shocks on you. So I decide I'm going to go in with Guillotine at 2099. I don't have any ability to put the slow on. I'm just going to go ahead, let him throw that special, get the Footloose active, and then I'm just going to wait it out. And that's my plan. I don't want to push him to a special 2. I'm just going to spam my special 1 to keep him power controlled below the special 2. And then every time he throws that special 1, I'm just going to dance around it, wait till the Footloose disappears, and continue on with that same cycle the entire fight. And luckily, it worked out exactly as I was hoping. So again, here's another example of a really nice planning and idea that actually came to fruition, and nothing got screwed up on this one. I think there were a couple points where I did have to do a couple blocks while the Unstoppable was active, and trying really hard not to let him get a second special off while the Footloose, Evade and Unstoppable were active. So the goal is just keep it to 1. Also, make sure that I keep pushing him. Even if I hit into the block, I'm just trying to push him to the right side of the map, so that when he does throw his special 1, I have room to back off and wait for the timer to expire. So that's the goal here. So this is the spot where I get right up against the wall, so I'm going to go ahead and again try and push him as far as I can to the right, just to create the spacing. Now, again, There could be lots of other ways to do this one. You bring in a slow champion and it'll be a lot easier. Bring in a nullified champion, could be a lot easier, but I'm limited. I'm trying to do so many fights with a limited amount of champions, and was really happy that I was able to come up with a strategy for this one and have it work out. There we get the parry to stop his healing, and now we're over 100 combo, so we should be hitting pretty hard anyways. There you go, a little bit of a long one there, but Hulkbuster goes down. Now, Nova on Ebb and Flow Intercept, I have done this fight with Magneto a million times. And if you've been watching my channel the last couple seasons, every time there's a Nova, he's #metal, we bring in Magneto. Magneto is banned. This is the first time, even during the off-season, that Magneto has been banned. So I bring in Diablo. Diablo has, I put on the Nullify and the energy recovery. So I think there is a little spot here where, as long as I've got my my drink active, like I throw the special one, and I have my concoction active, then any energy hits I'm going to get, I'm going to recover like 70% of it. And you can see right there, those two hits, I mess up that evade, but if you were to go back and watch that again, my health bar goes down and bounces back up because I have the energy, basically the energy recovery. So any energy damage I take, especially when you have things like high ground, which is what the global node is for this war, Diablo is really, really good because you make a mistake and he can recover back like 70% of the health, plus he's got nice healing already in his kit. So really, really happy that I was able to pull this, that this worked as well as I was hoping it would. There, unfortunately, I didn't have the concoction active, so I didn't get the healing there. But after I threw the special one, I waited a second, drank it, got some healing back. So pretty happy with how that went. Next, we had a Kitty Pryde. Another reason why I would bring Guillotine 2099. Fortunately, I couldn't do this fight with the 100 combo to start, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. We go ahead and here we basically just when you're playing Kitty Pryde, I go with Guillotine 2099. No crits, no prowess, no parries, no prowess. So I'm just going to go ahead and play this one stun immune, and it works out extremely well. Again, I can go in and attack in after her specials. No worries. She's not going to phase at all because she's not going to gain any prowess. So no crits, no parries, no prowess. There I can even attack in after that special one. And here we are, I think, going to build up to a special 3. Wait to get to 5%. And then I was looking ahead to the next fight, which was a Doom, which we're going to talk about in a second. So we're going to get to 5% here, drop a special 3, and Guillotine 2099 does a great job. Now, I haven't fought Doom without Magneto in an extremely long time. Magneto completely shuts him down. I don't have to worry about his shocks, his nullifies, his auras, nothing. I go in, and this fight has Crumbling Armor, I believe. So it's Ebb and Flow Intercept and Crumbling Armor and Mighty Charge. So I'm always going to have an armor up. And if I don't hit him in a certain amount of time, then I'm going to get an armor break. But I wasn't thinking about that at all, that it was going to affect me against Doom. And you can see at the beginning of the fight, I get an intercept, like 20 hits in, he's already like half down. I'm feeling great about this fight. And then I have to back off because of his aura. He even has recoil running. But then all of a sudden I've got a shock, and I couldn't figure out how am I getting this shock on me. And then all of a sudden he hits me with a Doom Slap. He puts a Nullify on me. Now he nullifies my armor up, which should give me a shock. So it's basically, if Doom nullifies a buff, then you get a shock on you. But the Crumbling Armor worked as a nullify for Doom, which was really frustrating. I had to go back and look at this fight again and figure out what was going on, that I kept getting that that shock buff on me, and when I have the shock on me, he can give me that Doom Slap. So even though I had the healing that I could get back, I could not overpower the shocks because I keep getting my armor. If I have to back off when he throws his special one, I have to back off, and I don't want to hit him during the aura, and then I get the shock. It was very frustrating, and I guess if I see him again, I'll have to bring in, put in a champion that doesn't get buffs like that, because that was just very frustrating, because it's not really a nullify, but I guess that's the way it counts, and maybe there's something that I'm missing, but I don't think that should count as a nullifier. At least that's not the way it's worded. So, but that's what happened. I go in with Diablo to finish him off, and I don't really end up with the same issue. Well, I think I get the same issue there because, again, when my buff disappears, that's when I got the shock there for like a quick second. So again, that was a little, yeah. See again, I mean, it's counting. I don't know if that's maybe because I'm hitting him. Maybe I hit into him when he had the aura up there. That was the nullify, but yeah, a little frustrating on this one. Again, maybe it's because I might just be used to fighting him with Magneto so often that I don't even have to think about it. And now that I do, I'm gonna have to get a little bit better at playing him. All right, now we go on to the right side. And we've got this window of opportunity stun, defective defense. So, which if you block, you're going to get a disorient on you. And Apocalypse can become immune to disorient, so he's perfect for these type of fights. So, again, it's just window of opportunity stun, so you can only stun him when the timer is down. Go ahead and get off a nice big special 2. Again, I don't have to worry about the disorient now when I take a block. I think I screw up a little bit here. I forget to wait for his. I go and intercept him here, and he gets me because he's got the miss timer up from the special 2. So I take a little bit of chip damage there. We go ahead. He's almost down, so I think I just go ahead and hit into him here, even though he's got that the end of that special 1 timer done. But it doesn't matter. He's done. Okay, next we'll continue at Path 9 in Section 2. We've got a MODOK on Hazard Shift when I open. So we just don't want to stun him here, because if we stun him and then hit into him, the damage will be reflected back. Small little mistake there. But once we go ahead and get our special 1 off, then we usually have no problem against MODOK. There, once we get the special 1, and even at this point where he's already almost down. Done. MODOK's finished. I think he also had the damaging mastery. He's made it pretty easy. Now we got another hazard shift against Professor X. Now I was able to put Hood. I was able to fit Hood on the team here with Kingpin. I'm pretty sure I should have no problem doing it without Hood. But again, getting the extra purify accuracy so that he's more likely to purify debuffs is super helpful. So if I can fit hit Hood on the team, then it's great. If I can't, it doesn't matter. But we'll play it by ear each war. So there, get rid of the falter. Get clipped there for a second. We can just attack in after that special 1. Drop our own special 1, and down goes Professor X. Alright, we got a Dragon Man. And again, normally we would take this one with Magneto, but we're going to take it with Kingpin here. Kinetic Transference, and in Feats of Indestructible 2. So basically I'll spam special 1s. If I go to 2 bars of power, he's going to get some invulnerability. I can stun him, so I can get rid of the power gain at no problem. Or I can take a hit on the block of his special 1, so it's not too bad, this Dragon Man. He was nice enough to throw his specials. I think at one point, he might go to a special 2, but again, no problem here for Kingpin. We are just going to continue to use him as much as we can here. Kingpin does a great job. Definitely been one of my personal MVPs for war the last few seasons along with Magneto. But Magneto is banned, so it's okay. We'll find other ways to do this stuff. All right, I think we're on to the boss circle now. So we've got King Groot here with Recovery, Safeguard, and Vigorous Assault. I went ahead with Diablo with the Essence of Null here, so I can, again, this was a long fight, so I had to speed it up a little bit further. But I just have to, I had an invulnerability boost on, and of course, it gets used up right at the beginning there. I screwed up. So just every time he gets the healing, he's also going to be unblockable. And I just want to at least have the poisons, even though he's got some willpower there. I'm just going to continue, again, hit into his block when he has the regen up. Get my specials going as much as possible. And again, just a little bit of a long fight, but totally doable. Diablo did a great job, super sustainable, and I think even though I think just because of the length of the fight, the longer a fight goes, the more chances you have to screw up. And I think I do screw up again, but again, Diablo, super tanky, very sustainable, a lot of healing. So pretty happy. Yeah, there I did get clipped. There, I didn't wait quite enough time to get the full healing on that special one. I think at this point, I think I decided to go to a special 2, and then I think I decided to go to a special 3. Special 3 with Diablo, you can only use like once a fight. But there, that was some decent damage there. And I think at this point, I just decided to go to a special 3. But again, a little bit of patience, and this fight went down pretty well. Again, you can only do like 1% health per hit, so you're kind of limited. And it's hard to get those parries in on him, because you can normally only parry during the regen buff, and he usually purifies your parry when he has the Furies active. And there, I got clipped there. I got parried, but it's okay. We recover. We throw our special 3. And he gets that, it's like extra nullify damage there. So that special 3 is actually going to get some nice damages. He gets buffs, they'll get nullified, and he'll take some extra damage there. So there he goes. So a little bit of a long fight, but we got it down. Now, next we've got Penny Parker on Hazard Shift Stun Immune in the boss circle. And this was about as perfect as a fight I could have asked for. I've been getting a lot of practice against Penny on map 8. So we're just going to hit into her block to get her shield down. Now that the shield's down, we can go ahead and just pound into her, no problem. And that is going to be the entire fight here. Bait special 1, as long as the her like armor's down, no problem. Attack in. Now I can see I can get another combo, but now I can see that the shield is back up, so I'm not going to counter that special 1. I'm going to back off. Go ahead and start hitting into the block again just to get rid of the sync shield. Now it's down, and I can go ahead and counter that heavy attack. And I can counter this special 1 again. Get our own special 1 off. And again, I can see that I'm getting close to it, so I'm going to start hitting into the block again. Again, same thing, shields up. I'm going to back off, let Penny Parker turtle up, hit into the shield, and start hitting into her again once the shield is down. Very nice rotation. Did the same thing over and over again, and almost finished with a full 100%. Next, I practiced this one a bunch. Now, I was looking at this bishop on Stunning Reflection, Polka Dot Power, and I've got this brand new Kitty Pryde on my second account, rank 5. I practiced going against this bishop, playing Stun Immune, and for the majority of the fight, this works out perfectly. I was pretty good in practice at phasing his special 2. Not so much, see, just like that, phasing the special 2, but not so much the special 1. So my plan was, if he gets the special 1, I'll just take the special 1 on the block. If he gets to a special 2, then I will phase the special 2. Just making sure that I have enough prowess that I can do the phase, which I need, I think, 3 or more. So again, that worked out nicely. Nice phase on the special 2. And again, the problem with this is it is stunning reflection. So if you've seen some of the stuff in the past, where it used to be a lot of, now it's more hazard shift on phase 2 of section 9, but before it was a lot more window of opportunity stun. And unintentional parries are the worst. So we're going to have an amazing fight against this bishop for the most part. I'm feeling very confident, even though I start taking a little bit more block damage on those special 1s, because I wasn't really confident about trying to phase those. But I'm feeling really good about this fight. I'm super happy about it. Even though it's getting close here. Again, I'm really happy the way this one was going. And then we get to the end of it. I'm feeling really, really, really good. I go ahead and I phase this special 2. I try to back away from him, and I get the unintentional parry. My invulnerability boost is not enough to save me there. I take a full combo and another unfortunate death. So, but really happy with how that worked. And if I get to see this fight again, I'm confident that I'd be able to get the solo. So, pretty happy that I was able to test out Kitty Pryde here. And then, I think out of frustration, I had my buddy Rainman throw the pre-fight on. Kitty Pryde is a hero, and I should not have done this fight. This was just stupidity at its finest. I was frustrated, and it actually went okay for the majority of the fight, and then I decide, for whatever reason, I'm going to go with special 2s, and I totally forgot that after your special 2 with Kitty, you go unblockable. So here, I didn't get my timing right on Thing here. So I have to go ahead and just try and get him. Now he's at 15, but I couldn't, because of the brute force, I didn't want to take too much damage. So I finally get him to 15, throw his special, and I go ahead and I throw this special 2 here. And I go ahead and I get him to 15, and I didn't realize that I was still unblockable. I go ahead into the block, because that's what I normally do against Thing when he's at 15 rock stacks, and instead he goes ahead and hits me with an unstoppable. And at this point, I'm up against the wall. Nothing is going right at this point. I completely messed myself up. Again, I should have left this for somebody else. I should not have taken this fight. I was pretty confident that we were still going to win this war. So, and then after that, I still managed to recover out of this, which was completely ridiculous. And then I get a nice comeback out of the wall. Again, this time I do push him to 15. He throws his special, but again, it's the brute force damage from not hitting into him that's really, really a pain on this one. And it's what ends up being my downfall, because I end up throwing a special near the end of this fight, hoping that I can take his final bit of health away. And unfortunately, we have probably the worst thing that you can happen in a fight. And we'll see what happens. So again, I'm trying to make an insane comeback on this Thing fight that I really should have no business taking. And I'm stuck here with my timing is off again. I don't want to die from the brute force damage. I know he's at 15. I I know he's got the unstoppable. I try to throw an unblockable special too, and it does not kill him. And it's 1% health left. So that really sucks. We go in with Diablo, tap him, and he's down. Very frustrating. All right, but now we have the 21st fight of this war. It is a Magneto boss with high ground. I've done this in the off season. I can't remember if I've done this fight during last season, but Kingpin against Magneto, I don't know what it is. I've got this fight down to a T. I can, once I get going, I can intercept him all the time. It's just, I feel super confident in this one more than almost any other fight that I've been doing lately. And you can see it right there. I just have the timing down on this one. Again, the timing is right there when I fight Kingpin against Magneto. So 21 fights. Unfortunately, we did have 3 unfortunate deaths. Hopefully, we just shake off the rust because it's been so long since we've had a war video. But this is the most amount of fights. I think this is tied for the most amount of fights I've ever had in a single war. So I can't really argue with that. 21 fights, 18 solos, including the boss solo. I'm going to let this one play out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are excited for the war season. We should have lots of parity because hopefully we'll have different bans, and if hopefully they don't affect us, but if they do, that means we'll have to adapt and we'll have a lot of fun this season. So until next time, guys, have fun. See you in the next one.